I'm joined here by O'Callaghan's Mills half-back Niall Donovan. Niall, thanks for coming here to talk to me. We're a week out from the big county final. First of all, how are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, no problem at all coming in. Look, we're delighted as a club to be in this position. I suppose at the end of last year, if you told us we'd be in a county final come 12 months later, we'd be gobsmacked.
I'd say 6 months ago at the beginning, when we thought there'd be no hurling this year, and to see how it has panned out now that you're in the county final was fairly.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I suppose, like any other club, that we all went back early on in the year. We started doing our training sessions, and as the year progressed and hit March, 13th of March, I think it was Friday the 13th, as I say, national lockdown comes with 3 months lockdown. I suppose me personally, I couldn't see any hurling championship this year. And definitely, whatever about it starting, I couldn't see it finish.
Yeah. What kind of a championship has it to be involved in? I know you've come a hard road. You had your neighbours, Broadford, in the first game, which was a tough game for you. Crusheen, Kilnamona, Ballyea. How did you find that journey?
Yeah, when we eventually got to go back training, we were all in the same position. Every club in the county, we were all starting afresh. We got drawn against the nearest club was Broadford, only over the road. A big test. We got over it, thankfully. Hard work, but luckily we got over it. Went into the Crusheen game. Things probably went our way that day. Another day we got over it. Went on to Kilnamona. In that game, things went right for us, I suppose, on that day. The scoreline probably doesn't reflect how good Kilnamona are either. I suppose there was a late goal there that probably gives poor reading on the results, and then got into the Ballyea game. Ballyea.
Yeah.
The champions for the last couple of years, so we knew we were up against it.
Absolutely. You've impressed me in all your games, the way you've played as a team. And you've a real hard battling quality about you, and maybe in the Ballyea game especially, you took the game time to Kilnamona right from after 15 minutes, and you just took the game and you played as a team, and you got the result that you wanted. And as we say in the two earlier games, the same thing when you took the game. The teams with Ballyea, they were county champions only a few years ago. Went all the way to Croke Park. They have the Tony Kelly factor. They had all that, so that was a big game for you.
Yeah, they were county champions in 2016 and Munster champions in 2016, county champions again in 2018. We lost to them in the semi-final. We went into the game, look, just if we put up a performance, we'd have been happy. Tony Kelly, exceptional player, what do you do to stop him? When he started scoring 5-6 points in the first half, we knew we were under serious pressure. Went into the final water break, 4 points down. We knew we had a lot of work to do. But look, we grinded it out, thankfully, and we got over the line as the game went on. Yeah,
I was saying to the lads earlier there, that your real quality is that you play as a team. Your really team focus is on the whole team, everybody doing their job. And by doing that and playing as a team, you're getting the results. And you stayed with Ballyea, you kept your focus on what you were doing, and you got that goal from Colin Green's goal. Then came, I suppose, exactly the right time.
Yeah, look, we stayed battling. There's no point in giving up with 5-6 minutes to go. Look, all you can do is keep going, and hopefully things will work out. And thankfully that day it did. To say, it could have went another way, a different time.
Yeah, the half-back line yourself, Aidan O'Gorman and Paddy Donlan. I mean, you have been the mainstay of that team. You're delivering that perfect ball up to the corner forwards, up to Gary Cooney, up to Colin Crehan, and that's really playing dividends. So I think your half-back line, and I'm not just saying it because you were standing in front of me, but you're launching attack after attack you're playing that type of game into the corners, and the lads can run onto a nice ball.
Yeah, you might say that, but it's very easy to play a good ball when you've players like Colin Green and Gary Cooney up there. But not just them, we have the players throughout the team who look, we'd be happy to give the ball to, and hopefully they can do their best with it.
Yeah, I think he had 8 different scorers the last day, which tells its own story, I think.
It does, yes, and that shows that it's not all about one player or two players. We've trust that anybody can try and get the score if they need it.
I suppose when you're out there in the half back line, you look behind you and you have Conor Cooney, you have Killian and Gores, Conor Cooney and Jerry Cooney and Mike Carter, and you look across in as an Ireland winning captain. It's not such a bad place to be with.
It's not, it's great to have the winning Ireland captain in the club, but look, that's not going to get us results either. It's for us to go out and do our best on the day, and hopefully everything goes to plan.
Yeah. Conor Henry scored a brilliant goal the last day. It came at a good time during the game. He got one just before half time.
It came. Conor got it there in the first couple of minutes. I suppose it was a lucky flick.
Beside the first couple of minutes, yeah.
Lucky flick off Colin Cregan. Whether Colin went to control it or not, we don't know. We never know. Conor would say he didn't. But anyway, look, the goal within, yeah, it helped settle the nerves. But Conor, it's his first year up here at senior level, so it's great for him, good for his confidence.
Yeah, it was a great boost for him, but he really kept his nerve, and Conor Cooney or Kieran Cooney beside him there at midfield again. So you have a lovely blend. You've got the experienced players and you have young players. You're actually a young team.
Yeah, take away the few that you've already named, maybe myself, Patrick and Conor, and obviously our captain Brian. We're an extremely young team, so look, we're in uncharted territory now, and all we can do is try and do our best.
Yeah, first county final for all year, really, and of course you're playing 6 Mile Bridge, a very vaunted team, like they're going for 2 in a row, and they have the Davy factor on the sideline, and a lot of things going for them. But that's not going to. You're not going to worry too much about the bridge. I think you're going to focus on your own game.
Yeah, look, they have their own coaches, their own management. They look after their own team. All we can do is worry about ourselves. And once we perform, that's all. If we put in a performance that day, look, we'll be happy.
Yeah, when I come down here and I look around here, and anytime I'm passing here, I'm always reminded of the great players that came from here, like the great fellas like. But we heard legends like Fowler McInerney, Tom McInerney, Pat Donald's playing with you, he's a legend already, he captained the Clare team, Sean Harr, all those people, the great Peter O'Connell in 95 and 97. There's so much history here, and there's so, you go back, the mills go back to the very foundation of the GAA, winning championships, and, how does that feel for you now? You're a young man, but all the history is here. So do you think about that now in the lead up to the final? Or?
Look, we have a fantastic history. There's some great players you've named out there, winning all Ireland's down through the years. But that's the history that's gone before us. We can only concentrate on our own game next week when it comes along, and look, hopefully we can do our best.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's what you've done so far, and so far it has got me into county final. So there's just one more day left, and it's a big huge day for yourself, Niall, a big day for this parish.
Yeah, county final for any club at any level is massive. For us to be able to play it in the senior county final in the year that we probably thought there would be no championship is exceptional. What more do we want when we started out at the start of this year?
Yeah.
Who could have thought it?
Yeah. You have the best wishes, I'd say, of most people in County Clare at the moment, because it's 1937 since you won, despite your fantastic history, since you won the last senior. I know you've won a lot in between, but I'm sure he'll have. I know there won't be a big crowd there, but he'll have the viewing audience will be on your side, and you probably feel that.
Oh, look, that's great to hear, but as you say, there's only going to be a small couple of hundred inside at the grounds. We can only do our best. No matter all the supporters in the world isn't going to win a championship for anybody. But 6 Mile Bridge are in the same position. They're going out to win the championship. They have a big parish below. They have the same amount of supporters on the day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what I'm really looking forward to. Everyone I meet is really looking forward to this county final. I know there's not big crowds of matches, but it's been talked about up in Innis, up in Kilmore, in Kilmaley, all them places. Everybody's talking about this county final because everybody's really focused now with this, because because of what's going on in everyday life.
Yeah.
It's a big
I
focus.
suppose everybody is looking forward to every county final, no matter whether junior, senior, intermediate, hurling, football, because it's the only outlet that's there for people at the moment. Between all this, these lockdowns, these restrictions, people can't go to matches. People might want to go to another 14 game, they can't go. So all they can see is whatever they can see on TV, and thankfully, I suppose the senior championship is being televised.
And in fairness to you, you're given marvellous entertainment altogether down this year. It's been a great championship for me to watch. Like, I've really enjoyed all the games there, especially in Cusick Park.
Yeah, it's great to be playing in Cusick Park from all the games that have been played, and that you can see them on TV. Look, it's not the same, I suppose, watching them at home, but look, you have to make do with what we have.
Yeah, exactly. Niall, I wish all the best in the county final. You'll be lining out there. I presume the Tullakelly band or the Tulla Pipers band will march you out, and it's going to be a great occasion for yourself and your family, and for the parish of O'Callaghan's Mills. And we wish you the very best. And thanks for talking to me, Niall.
All right, thank you, no problem.